What is up, gamers? We're live. We're gonna freaking crush it, bro. We're gonna freaking crush it. I was trying to see how long this battle pass had left. Not that one. Oh, there's a new one starting. Oh, I also need to finish this. Shoot. This I'm almost done with, actually. 70 days to finish that? Say less. I guess that's not the one I was thinking of. Is it this one? Oh, I'm looking at. I thought that was a battle pass. Oh, that's the lunar one. Oh, so it is this one. Okay. Never mind, I'm good. I got my story straight. I got my facts down. And we're not worried about that tonight. Tonight, we're only worried about ranked. We're going to come in. We're going to hit them fast. And we're going to plat up. And then we're going to be in plat forever. My hair is way too long, by the way. It's like... It's crazy. It's curly as hell, bro. I'm not beating the queso allegations, man. Oh, while we're warming up here, I do want to what is the word? Here arises. Bro. Joel put out a Hero Rises 2026 guide. It's an hour long. Question, do you all want something like that from me? Or like, do you just like it when I say, hey, vote for this category? And I simplify it in a matter of like 20 seconds. Because I feel like an hour overview, like, you only get 7 picks. You know? You know what I mean? I appreciate the thoroughness. I just don't know if it's worth. Anyway, I'm trying to find the Hero Rises website. And I can't find it because YouTube is currently spammed full of a bunch of Faytuber videos. And it's throwing off my results, bro. Seven picks, but there's too many options. Okay, this is going to be controversial. And I'm not throwing shade when I say this. Sometimes I think people overcomplicate the process a little bit. They do. Because here's the thing. You're going to get midterm results. Or whatever the thing is that they call it. Partial voting results. You're going to get that. You're going to see like a top 20 or 40 or whatever list. And you're going to be like, well, I have to vote for one of these guys. And then suddenly it's like 100 options down to quite literally like 10. I just don't think it's that complicated a choice. I really don't. Just pick something good. We, the casual party, cannot nearly compete with the Uber Sweat cabal. Okay? We can't beat them. right? It's like Ivy voters going up against Tsubasa voters. Sorry, too soon? Too soon? Here we go. I found it. I had to type out the whole thing. Turns out AHR, not really a vernacular that the official uses, you know? Oh, Lord. All right. We got to pick. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. Take me back. Okay, we're good. Who came out that was good? Bro, there's so many goddamn Byleth. What the frick, dude? Why are there so many, man? Why? Dude, this is messed up. This ain't right, bro. That ain't right. And they did it in like order of release, I think. So you gotta scroll all the way to the GD bottom to find the best Byleth. Straight up. That's messed up, bro. That's actually messed up, man. It's messed up, intelligence systems. You can't be doing that to people. Okay. There you go. Done. I will choose again in like an hour and 40 minutes-ish. Somewhere around there. Isn't it, like, I feel like I have to be uber precise with my... This may be oversharing, I don't know. But I feel like sometimes I have little lurkers watching. Shout out my lurkers. I have lurkers watching, just waiting for me to be like slightly imprecise, like something. Like say I'll vote again in like 2 hours, and then someone will immediately jump in and be like, actually, you can vote again in 1 hour, 52 minutes. You don't have to wait 2 hours. Am I just? I feel like I have to be very precise with my language sometimes, or I'll get actually. It's probably a personal thing. I doubt anyone's waiting to just like... I don't even know if fact check is the right word, but... I was bothered by some of the... What do you mean? On the Choose Your Legends video. Which one? What happened? Did they get held for review? I did technically 4, but one was just the polling results. Is it like the recent one? The hour-long behemoth? Oh, damn. Okay, what's my retention time look like? Oh my god, people actually watched it. Sometimes, I mean no shade or disrespect when I say this. Sometimes there's people, and I stopped doing summon videos in part because of this. People will just stop in, say what they pulled, and then dip. And I can very much see that in the retention time analytics. And turns out, when you click into a video, watch it for 15 seconds, comment, and then leave, it kills any kind of momentum that we get. Who knew? So those videos in particular became just a playground of people just wanting to say what they did, and that's it. They have no interest in watching the grand comedy slash drama that are my summon sessions, and they just wanted to brag about pulling a 5-star off rip. To which I'm like, cool, bro. You didn't come here for the drama? Get out. But anyway, people are actually watching this one. And I'm frustrated because my ad revenue for this is going to be so butt because it's February. And YouTube is dead in February. You ever wonder why your favorite YouTubers go on break from like January to March? Zero ad revenue. Telling me to go touch grass. Really? Touch grass. Why touch grass? Was I mad? I don't remember being mad about something. Take the filter off. Hold on. Wait, no, this is drama. Now I gotta know. Nothing more boring and appalling than a bitter sourpuss. Bro, are you sure you got the right FayTuber video with this comment? Was I upset? I don't remember being upset. I remember thinking that the Fate channel was just kind of like, all right. Genuinely, if they just don't give out an Otherworld Bond, which is basically a free 5-star that you have like basic, assuming a perfect kit on, you know, that's kind of like getting a free 5-star to an extent. And I think in general, that's like the bare minimum that they should be doing at this point. Ivy 1, lose your legends. Oh, man. That hurts. I'm sorry, Ivy voters. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you're being put through this. You know what? For a long time, though, it was Azura. So y'all are just kind of like stepping in to fill the void now. Special 4-star, special hero, special summoning. That is definitely way too many words. Okay, I agree with that. You'd think shadows killed your family. Wait. Granted, I don't really watch much of your content outside of a video here or there. People. I've put out like 10 videos in the last 2 months. On God, this MFer was like, I saw the one where he said that he didn't like shadows, and then I also saw this one where he said he wasn't surprised that shadows didn't win. Meh. What a fucking loser. Bruv, I think you don't understand words when people speak them. I hope Shadows is so popular that it outranks Faye forever. I will tell you why I just typed that comment in a response to them. I'm going to see if they understand what tone means. I'm going to see if they understand what sarcasm is. And if they come back with like, oh my God, I completely misunderstood what you were saying. I love Shadows 2 so much. Then we know. Then we have our answer. And look, I get it. I'm autistic. I don't get tone most of the time. But I certainly understand when someone is hating on something and when they aren't. Respectfully. That's crazy, dude. That's actually insane. I swear to God, dude, it's like fucking Genshin Impact. If you literally don't praise the ground that game walks on, if you don't come out as like the most pro Shadows gamer of all time, they immediately think you hate it. I have a fucking video called In Defense of Fire Emblem Shadows. I bet little bro didn't see that one though. Oh my God, dude. What the hell is wrong with people, man? That's crazy. Dude, okay. Anytime I see a comment like that now, I'm just going to reply Common Shadows player take. I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to assume that they love Fire Emblem Shadows so much. It's like, bro, your game kind of sucks. I don't know what to tell you, man. Like, look, Mario Bros. 2 was still a Mario Bros. Game, but nobody really liked it that much. This is a very similar situation, and I'm sorry that makes you sad. Like, what what am I supposed to do with that? That's crazy. That's genuinely crazy. Look, I played it for a week. I even bought the battle pass the first month because I was like, yeah, something new. Sure. And I constantly say how much better that game is about communicating with its players and the effort that game goes through to like give you updates in like full on video form and posting places other than Twitter to like let you know that things are happening. I am very complimentary to Fire Emblem Shadows. I just don't like the game. I don't know why people think I hate it. Just because you don't fall head over heels for something doesn't mean you hate it. Why are we in such a polar opposite world right now? Strike that. I know why we're in a polar opposite world. The whole world is pretty messed up right now. I understand that. Living in the US, I understand that. But like, man, dude, I get how people become red pilled because they see responses like this and they're like, God damn, I can't just have an opinion. Now, granted, some of those opinions are bad. Okay. Not advocating for, all opinions are free and good opinions. Some opinions are bad. That's why we have laws to protect us. But like, can we not just draw the line at video games? I mean, what is this, man? What is this? Hey, I thought I would click on a gaming commentary channel to hear them say exactly what I want to hear them say in my head. And when it's not something, I'm going to get angry about that. Brother, what the hell are we doing? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. All right, well, that was fun. What a fun little detour that was. I'll leave this up so I can vote again. That's fine. Oh, by the way, not to like continue to bash on Shadows people or whatever, because I'm genuinely not. I think if the game is more successful, then maybe Intelligent Systems will take some of those practices and apply them to Heroes. Like, more communicative responses and things like that, which would be good. It's good. Specifically in the world of live service games, it's good when things do well, because that makes other games also do well. Case in point, Genshin Impact, global phenomenon. You saw evolution through Star Rail and Wuthering Waves and Zenless Zone Zero. It made the formula better overall, and I think that that's a good thing. But I did see someone be like, I I think it was about my comment that like the Shadows votes were like overall seemingly much lower than Choose Your Legends, which you would expect because it's not the real Choose Your Legends, right? There's no hateful speech in what I just said. It's a side event. It's literally the opening act for the main gig. Respectfully, I'm not going to buy Noah Khan tickets just to hear Jelly Roll beforehand. Okay? Not that I like Jelly Roll, for what it's worth. It's just his name is in my head because of news lately. Anyway, the point is the votes are lower. Someone was like, well, they only had 4 days of voting. Brother, when you're top 5 of every 4, like every category, barely comes close to the number 1 lady pick overall in total votes, you could have 30 days of voting. It wouldn't matter. Numbers are numbers are numbers. I don't know what to tell you. It's okay. It's okay that the game isn't that popular. I understand. I understand. I don't know why we have to be so defensive about it. Anyway, sorry. That was a rant. And I'm sorry that you heard it. Unless you just like completely zoned out, in which case, valid. And I support your decision to do that. Chat's just like, yeah, he's rambling again. Yeah. Ugh. Sample sizes means you're going to have anomalies. I don't think the comment that I'm talking about specifically was not about that. It was that I was comparing the number 1 winner, which was Tsubasa, who had like, tens of thousands of votes, as opposed to the Shadow Cup winners who had like barely a couple thousand apiece. And someone was upset that I made that comparison and inferred from that the Shadows Cup overall was probably not as popular as like the main Choose Your Legends thing. And I'm just like, bro, the voting numbers weren't. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not bashing. I don't know why we're all up in our feelings about Fire Emblem Shadows. It's crazy. Look at the game you are playing, man. Come on. Let's be real here for a second. I would not have brought this up normally. That's okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, look, it doesn't matter what it is. Come Choose Your Legends, I am a villain, and somehow I'm a villain. I'm a villain. I don't know why or how. It just every year it's happened. It's crazy. Which again, my previous point, I wish it happened in November like other gacha annual anniversaries. Which, fun fact, I think Heroes was actually supposed to launch in the fall, but they delayed it or something. Because then at least if I was getting hate, I'd be getting mad payouts, bro. But Heroes got to be the only game with an anniversary in February. The lowest ad revenue month of them all. All right. We're hopping in. We're hopping in. I'm getting Plat. I'll be a winner. Just not in the eyes of Fire Emblem Shadows players. Oh, God. What am I getting notified for? Yoshi! Guys, you can play Yoshi on the Virtual Console. Hell yeah. That's dope. Give me that. Oh my god, I saved everybody's ears just now. Y'all don't even know. I saved your ears.
What do boys like?
It's true, not all heroes wear capes. That's what I've heard. Okay. Did they up what version recruitings can be from for Binding Worlds? I don't know. I think they... Actually, no. I don't think they did. I feel like I would have remembered that.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
Oh, what are we playing? Ah, Noxus. Great. Go. Perfect. What's our bonus? Random loot.
Bow your head or lose it.
Cool. Cool.
The sea is ripe for battle.
Ooh, Invoker actually would have been clutch to have there. But I didn't take it.
You think you can beat me?
Imagine I just run Bilgewater right now. Bond? Okay, so my plans, if any of you all are interested, I'm planning to run my Thor, I'm planning to run my Alencia, and I am planning to run my Golvig when she gets remixed. Which I don't know when that will be. But she will be getting rerun. We have Invoker. We have Noxus, which I almost missed there. Tempting. That's good. We can take sword.
Enforced equilibrium.
What do we need? Yordle, Bruiser, and Invoker at stage 7, or level 7. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing a lot of options for us. One what? Feel like I should update one of my for adoption. I'm not running for it. We're not getting a lot of 3-star lucky hits here, which is frustrating. I'm to be honest about it. Or Nico's or anybody, man. Need a Scion. A Scion is what kicks all this off. Scion gets us a bonk. And then our bottom roster is pretty much filled out.
You just haven't caught up yet.
It's a problem. I feel like I should have taken the spatula. And then just hard committed to the Noxus build. And I think I will forever regret not doing that. Let's see what they go for. Okay, that's chill. That's chill. Okay. Okay. Oh, but we want Berser.
Taking in.
We got owned.
Hands off my meal!
And I recognize that. Okay. I think they're doing Slayer comp. God, that shield hit it like the worst time. What can you do? Okay, we'll take that. We'll swap you so we keep Slayer, but we get more gold. And everybody's happy, kind of. Okay. That's handy.
Quiet, please.
I don't think I've seen any Scions, though. Nobody else is running him. Where is he at?
Wuju style.
Well, if that's not an upgrade, I don't know what is. There we go. Well, we really need some burn, huh? Everybody has everybody's got heals. I don't care about that. See, we could have done it.
Looks can be deceiving.
True, Queen. Okay.
Pathetic.
Amen. God. I haven't played this in like
We fight so differently, Scion. You're like, "Ugh."
a minute.
And I'm like, "Nom, nom, 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 nom." You know?
Yep. Totally. Let's do that. Not really benefiting from him necessarily. We haven't seen a Draven yet either. This is why we opted out of the Nautilus, by the way. It's just better for us overall, I think. What do we want? There is a Draven down there. Okay, there was a Draven down there. grab that. Oh, what's our invoker level at? Oh, we're close.
Not Draven. Draven.
No, the single Scion, bro.
I will purge the void from this
Or
world.
another Briar, honestly. We could go Deathblade. Just go Deathblade.
Bring me a real challenge.
And then we'll save one of these for maybe Slayer. I feel like Draven needs a Rage Blade though. Brother. Brother.
Oh, Scion! You escaped too? And you're here with me.
Actually doesn't help me. Which is funny. I need a one more star level on like any of these things. Ah, close. Sag. Well, that's nice. Brother! Alright, we're gonna put you here. Now the problem, I don't want to burn a remover for that. Okay, we got another belt. Which is fun. We could do Titan Resolve. For Ambessa. Eventually. How do I have so many Dravens? This is crazy. That was quite the Rage Blade. 231. I think I'm leaning. Let's go Spirit Link.
Looks can be deceiving.
Okay. I would really
Wuju style.
love. That's wildly unhelpful. Now they're both here. Of course they are. Alright, we don't need the Nico. We don't need the Nico. To hell with it. We got Nuck. Which I could throw down here. Just gonna let that roll as we can. Dude, finally.
Watch out for us.
About time we had a little bit of luck there. Okay. I think I would like to keep the Wukong. So says I. I feel like I really want the Rage Blade down here. She's trying. Alright, what are we up? No, we're still last. Okay. Well, that's one. Yeah, that's cool.
My journey's only beginning.
I mean, with peace and love, I'll take the fiddle. I'm good with that. We'll just leave that on for now. And then we'll just wait. It would have been real nice to get the cape. But what can you do? But I think that gave us straight. Yeah, Darius. Cool. Cool. Okay, not super helpful, but I will take it, I guess.
Looks can be deceiving.
I probably want to swap her friend boss anyway. I think we should probably swap Kobuku out for Darius, which I should have done. That way we could hit 5. While we just kind of wait to level. Because we'd still have our bruiser comp. He's just kind of hanging out currently. There you go. We don't have defender though. Which is sad. It's going better than I would have thought it would, given how long it took us to even hit
Bring me a real challenge.
5 Noxus, you know? Okay. Ooh, I'm glad I went with the other option now. Oh, we got Cape. Okay. Let's go here. And do that. And then let's do that. And get ourselves a Rage Blade. Okay, we can actually... Okay, never mind. Okay. Here's what I think I want to do. I think I just want to make these. And slap them on there. We'll do that, and then we'll do that. What can you do?
Witness the strength of Noxus.
What are we at? 5. Have Slayer active. I don't love that for us. I also don't know who I'd swap in for this. Earned too much gold on rolls, I think. Because we should be at level 9 here. If I were going to tweak this one... I feel like I'm trying to fit too much stuff here. Okay. Bilgewater Seal. Alright. We're just gonna take... Yeah, we're just gonna take the Swain. And then we'll sell some stuff. Move it around.
Dare oppose Noxus.
Because it's better than nothing. Okay. I want to do that for that. And then that. Probably that. But that's okay. Should probably move my defender items around a little bit, huh? Dude. I vehemently respect the Bilgewater play so badly. Like, genuinely. That's probably good for him. I also want to take this and put him. Think. Hey, they're trying to do what I did. Or they're doing what I tried to do. Albeit more successfully. Dude, they got so many 3-star. That's crazy. Actually. Top 10, top 4 is still doable, I think. He's not far behind, honestly.
Draven out.
We fight so differently, Scion. You're like, "Ugh." And I'm like, "Nom, nom, 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 nom."
There's the spat, man. That feels bad. Alright, give me that on here. And then let's try to hit. Let's try to make top 4. Even though we're basically an entire stage behind. No. No. Bummer. I could have played it better. Unlucky. Somebody else had way better Noxus rolls and augments than I did. So. Unlucky. A bit. Too many desperation rolls. What can you do? Alright. I'm gonna run ads so y'all don't get hit with anything. Or try to. Okay, never mind, we're good. There you go. Crisis, I appreciate the back seating, bro. But it's chill. All right. Baldy Gains. Fun name. Wow, that was fast.
What do boys like?
Highly varied loot. Okay. Okay. Same deal. Literally what we just went through. If we see emblems, we take emblems. Starting off. Should I just run Yordle? Should I just be Yordle guy? I don't want to be the Yordle guy, man. That's not fun for me.
Too tall. Much too tall. Hands off my meal!
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Oh, actually,
The sea is ripe for battle.
I should probably try and grab bruisers, huh? Please give gold.
You think you can beat me?
Yay.
The waves will
Alright, we got a 3-star. We got an Invoker down here. Things are looking better.
The Freljord awakens.
Could run Invoker. Worst came to worst.
You think you can beat me?
I know I said we were going to do emblems,
Freljord awakens.
but like, I think this is a much better buff. I think.
Fortissimo.
Okay.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
We'll grab him just to have him. And maybe we'll get an early Scion this time. That'd be fun. Probably gonna end up using this on probably Draven or Darius
You think you can beat me?
or Kubo. I don't see many Kubos, so we probably get our pick of the lot for him.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Oh,
Good news, robot. Me found problem. You covered in metal. Precisely.
we want big bruisers. That's what we want. Lucky Mundo.
What change will this wind bring?
Even fuss with Nico. I guess she's kind of helpful.
Get ready!
Yeah, all right. She at least gets us a defender buff, which we wouldn't otherwise have.
Quiet, please.
We could take the Scion. Get Burns going. JK. We'll take the cape. Get a thirster.
Get ready.
You. You.
Does the caring start?
It's convenient. All right, so I think then we can sell for this next round. And then try to work Nico in there, maybe. So that we can get our...
Quiet, please.
Dude, Mundo goes crazy. Okay, let's take you. And then... Kind of hate that I had to do that, but... God, and I just flubbed it again? I'm a freaking idiot. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Is there a way to just run quad bruiser on this? We don't use Mel. Or Briar. Then we're...
Oh, Scion! You escaped too? And you're here. It's me.
We would need an emblem. That's good.
We must be good.
That's very good.
Patients never come back.
When I stop rolling Void, they fall into my lap. Genuinely. Need one more.
Today's the day I find that hero.
Ooh, gloves are nice. Now I just kind of don't have to think. Item situation is a little dicey. Let's do that.
No worry, me, doctor.
How long until I get another one? 4. So I'll have it at the end here. So really, we can kind of just go for Nux now. Wow. Jealous. Up to
Your life is mine.
we should be good. Okay, we're not good there. Because we lost our Invoker for Draven, that's right.
You remind me of all those reckoners no one remembers.
They will regret opposing me.
Okay. That's cool. A belt wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess. Or plate here. Go plate. That way we at least get burn guaranteed. Because we're probably going to need it.
Noxus will rise.
He can't. Do that. You can do that. That's fine. As soon as I take the thirster off, man. It never fails. Okay. Ending on an even 30, that's nice. Part of me wants to collect Mundos, but I know I shouldn't. It's just gold that's being taken up for no reason, and I should not do that.
answer, or I will carve it from your face.
Yeah, that's fine.
Justice!
Okay.
Looks can be deceiving.
Got the plate. All right, Knuckles God tier.
Pathetic.
We love to see that.
Wuju style.
You know what? Fine. I'll start collecting Mundos. Oh my lord. I will simply start collecting Mundos. Screw it, man. Ooh. Could have done something nasty for that, but that's okay.
Jinx! My daughter wouldn't bring you to heal.
Would I rather have the 45 buff or the 30 shield? Like, should we just quad bruiser? I feel like we should just quad bruiser.
Witness the strength of Noxus.
All right, we're gonna test quad bruiser next. The fizz is crazy, man. All right, let's see if that's better. I don't know that it will be, but I'm just kind of curious. Let's see what we get here. And then we can actually jump to Noxus level 7 here. But will it be too late? see a sword. And I see a... Both of which would be good for us. That sucks. I will take the knuckles, I suppose.
Not Draven, Draven.
All right, so I think if for some reason in the very loot we get another spatula or something, then we just take the extra team slot, which is fine. Good lord.
Kneel before me. Kneel before me.
I'll take that. I don't think... Yeah, I don't think Nico's gonna happen. Which is fine. I just need one of these to fill in so I can use my dupe over here.
Feel my light.
Oh. Nice.
The arcane is at my fingertips.
Show me all that you have learned, Mel.
Does that mean that we want to not mess with Briar? I think the answer is yes. Then we can just throw Mel and Swain in. Knuckle good. Belt not that bad. Yup. Why, hello there. Okay, we're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna do that. And then we're gonna do this. And then we're gonna lose that. None of these are helpful. Oh, we can't drag when he's dead. Rip to a real one.
Be proud, Noxus. There is no greater honor than to face death without fear.
Oh, we got a Seraphine up here? For reasons? Okay.
Never retreat.
There we go. You can have that. And that'll be fun. Oh, so we're good to...
I'm no longer bound by her standards.
least the rumor of your vanity isn't overrated.
We should probably try and get more LeBlancs, yeah. Mundo, brother, gotta stop showing up, man. That's not cool, bro. Oh, we could have used it on Kobu. Shoot. I flubbed it.
Remember your studies, Mel.
Mother, I'm ready to show you what I know.
Oh, we got a... We only have a 1-star LeBlanc? How and when did that happen? Like, dog, what?
Welcome to war.
How did Jabole manage that? I don't see gauntlets. Yikes. Grab that at least. It would be good on her, but I can't put that on her. Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't know we had just the one there. Okay, then. That was aggressive. Top 4, though. That's big. Sad. All right. That's what I got.
Brace yourself.
Watch out for us.
Wuju style.
Oh, we're still here. Albeit barely. That's helpful. God, I wasted my duplicator. That feels bad.
There is no greater
Okay. Kind of big. Not big enough. Not big enough. But hey. Jesus, how long was that? Oh, like that took forever. Okay. Fourth. It's fine. We were not beating whatever team gave me a righteous thrashing there, so that's chill. 9:43. We're making good time. We are making good time. Run it back. Hopefully we get a different lobby this time. Assuming we all didn't immediately just end. You got a bad feeling about this? It's taking a minute. Oh, they did the mini cinematic? We should watch that.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
Hands off my meal!
Okay, we got Slayers.
Exterminate. Exterminate.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
That was interesting. Brief pause. All right, so we're juicing up the Briar, which is nice. We've got decent starting items, kinda.
Do not tempt the blizzard.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
Hmm. That. Let's take dupes. And let's put that on you. That on you. That on you. The vision's kind of here. Sort of. Yeah, that tracks.
Those who find Ishtal do not live to speak of it.
Mm. Damn, that's a crazy stack already. Wrong time to level up. Or is it the perfect time to level up? So yeah, I should just do that. I'll just do that then. If we're able to hit Plat, I think I'd like to try and take Pirates out of Plat. That seems like it could be a challenge. What do we have? Belt right now. Could take sword. We're gonna take sword. And pick up a briar in the process, I guess. Not bad. 2 for 1. Well, we know what they're doing. Definitely know what their plan is. I've wondered if maybe I should still try and roll Bard. for this comp, but I don't think it would help me, just in general.
A symphony of justice.
Well, not what I wanted, but I will take it. Oh, see, they already got Scion and shit, man. I have no team vision yet. They have a clear vision already.
A symphony of justice.
Painful. Quite painful.
Quiet, please.
I really don't want any of those things. Okay, we can go gauntlets. That's fine. Then we just have a sword. Also super cool, I guess.
Bow your head or lose it.
Not Draven.
Hallelujah. We got something. Cooking out something, at least. What's up, Dunsparcius? Rack. Okay. It's not the worst thing. That might be better. We're going emblems. Balls. Cause she already is. Oh my god, bro. How unlucky.
I carry the legacy of the Vasani.
You aren't. Yeah, that's fine. Hey now. Say hey, hey, hey.
No one remembers.
Slayer is nice. We'll take Slayer. That will also be helpful, because now we genuinely don't have to fuss with the Nico. And we can just pop a bruiser in here. Pick a bruiser, any bruiser.
Draven.
Alright, we need to move some stuff around here. But
Jinx, my daughter wouldn't bring you to heal. So
Alright, we are level 7. We're close to unlocking the Kobu. Kind of. Trying to get better at League after 8 years not playing. Woof. Oh. Guess it's me then, eh? Suppose that's me then, eh? God, this is rough, dude. I don't have any of the pieces I need, really. I need to find a GD Mundo. Unless I literally just missed one. That would be real bad. There was literally one there. Why are they not... Do I know that? Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Not Draven. Draven.
I just missed one because it wasn't marked. Oh my god. Always comes down to a Rage Blade. Should I try and 3-star a Draven? Just be a silly, bold person? Should we be bold and silly? We have Slayer. Does anybody else have Slayer? Oh, you might want Slayer, actually. You do. Okay, so we have 3 Slayer. We don't need you. So we could swap Wukong in. And that's an easy trade. Okay, we're getting our Darius. I think. Again to the Rage Blade, bro. Can't win.
Regret opposing me.
Your boy can't win.
Noxus will rise.
Okay. I don't love doing that, but... At the same time...
Draven out. Witness the strength of Noxus.
Noxus, lovely. Okay. What do we have? We can do that. Put that on some. Noxus versus Void. That's an exciting one. Yeah, we'll take a look at interims here when I'm done, which could be very soon. Back rows, get more. Yeah, okay, critical strikes aren't the worst. Bronze, we're gonna have a lot of. That would bump us up to 10% damage amp. And 20 armor. Fuck it. We're balling out, bro. Well. Mind if I do?
Kneel before me.
Blast 'em.
Did that work? Damn it. I'm feeling like I get really close. But it's just not enough. God, that was lucky.
Witness the strength of Noxus.
Genuinely absurdly lucky. Still not. Because I still don't have a GD freaking what's his name? That's crazy, man. Alright, we can make another thirster. I guess wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe it would. We ain't making it past 5-1 at this rate, though.
No worry, me, Doctor. You dare oppose Noxus.
I'll give it to Mundo. He's a special lad. Well. I made him earn it though, at least. That's we got 3 bruisers. Is the other bruiser we need? Oh right. Scion.
Be proud, Noxian. There is no greater honor than to face death without fear.
Dude, it's crazy. There's not a Scion in sight. You know, when you got nothing left to lose, why not? Actually, gotta be kidding me. You've actually got to be kidding me with that.
Wrath will be met with wrath.
Unbelievable, bro. Now we need to win every game so that we can level up. We need to be able to level up to put a freaking LeBlanc on our team at stage 9 or level 9. Just hoping that the Slayer carry works here. God, dude. The execution machine is just brutal, man.
So differently, Scion. You're like, and I'm like, nom, 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 nom. You know?
Well, I guess we don't technically need that. And we could just do that, I guess.
Remember your studies, Mel.
Mother, I'm ready to show you what I know.
Fucking Rage Blades, bro. Goddamn Rage Blades. Rage Blade is like the quintessential item that you have to have, otherwise you just get smoked. It's crazy. I hate everything. I hate everything, and I'm not afraid to say it. Well, we had one good game that I played poorly on. But I mean, stage 8, level 8, you don't have a Scion yet, you're kind of fucked with that team. Kind of is what it is. Oh, well, should have just played Yordle. Okay, I'm getting spammed about heroes stuff. Because they don't know what like drip marketing is, evidently. They're just like, oh, you guys want info? Here's everything for the year all on one day. Which I find suboptimal, personally. Can I? Nope. Dude, I hate the YouTube UI for this stuff. It's so hard to find what you're looking for. Okay. All right. First things first. That. Dude, if they're gonna release the entire list of Choose Your Legends, the day afterwards, like of announcing the winners, is it crazy for me to be like, just release it all at the same time? Because like I wanted a day of not Choose Your Legends discourse versus getting all of it immediately all at once. Oh, but it's not on Twitter. They just updated the website. Did they know they updated the website? Is my next question. Do they know that they did that? App, open game. I'm wondering how much of this is in the in-game notifications. Um, um, I don't see it in the notifications. I don't see it anywhere. So I think maybe they oopsie doopsied it. Because I feel like this is the kind of thing that you at least like push a notice for, being like, hey, the full results are out. That's probably something that, you know, I assume they think that people would want to know about that at least. Might be my assumption. God, too many L's. Too many L's and now I'm eepy. All right, let's hold on. Let me put some music on because it's like crazy quiet without TFT playing in the background. Okay, let's take a look at the interim results. I always call them midterms. It's not midterms. I mean, I guess depending on what your definition of a term is and what the middle is, could be midterms, but that's not for us to decide today. This is where I judge how bad people's votes are. And see. I have several criteria. I've talked to you all about them endlessly before. Okay, this is not new. Or at least it shouldn't be new. Assuming. You should always vote for stuff that's rarer. Forefront of that is probably like legendary mythics, emblems, chosens now as well. Lemex, if you will. And then probably like attuned, rearmed, stuff like that. Accessory heroes, maybe, but probably not. Duos and harmonized, now that they aren't just, you know, special heroes locked, those are also pretty good. So if I see a Fallen Edelgard or any like base pool hero, which albeit is harder to do now, strictly because they don't release that many like non-limited new heroes anymore. Most of the new heroes banners have at least one limited hero on them, so let's see. All right, they are alphabetical, so that's good. I don't actually know who's winning. This is not a great option. I know that like the distant dance thing is handy. Honestly, though, there's so much warping and stuff. I don't really know that that matters. But it still technically meets the criteria. It is a limited hero, so I will grant it. It's not like a duel or anything. These are good pickups. All of these are good pickups. Erica is still a good pickup. Maybe not as good as she was like a year ago. Has it even... Has Emblem America even been out a year? I don't know that she has. But I feel like everything has distant strike now, so Erica's niche is not as niche anymore. And Mythic Lyn can just give Erica's effect to them, so it's like, you know, whatever. But Erica Ring is still good, so that's, you know, that's at least handy. You only get one of those. So if you have Erica already, you don't benefit from that, but... the new Elise, sure, okay, shouldn't be here probably. Respectfully, probably should not be here. I don't think that Ninja Golveg has fallen off yet necessarily, but in terms of prioritization, I don't know that she's there. Freya, really tanky. That's yeah, I feel like that's smart. Okay, Hilda's an interesting choice. Ivy is an interesting choice. Why is Sharena here? Why are there two volleys? Why are we splitting the volley vote? New Year volley is just better, right? Am I crazy? Realm is good. I'm kind of surprised that there's no Hinoka. Especially with all the crazy flying skills we've had come out recently. A flyer duplicator like Hinoka would be good. for that purpose. But I am not seeing her on here, so that's something. I honestly, in terms of like rearmed attuned, I anticipated seeing Ryoma and Hinoka. Those were the two I would assume that we would see, just because one's a melee flyer and one's a melee infantry, and the kit inheritance on those are pretty bananas, just in general. The double volley is confusing. The Sharena should not be there. The Ivy probably shouldn't be there. The Golvig probably shouldn't be there. The Hilda's... Here's my issue with Hilda. Hilda's good now. However, I find that tank nukes oftentimes lose value very quickly. So maybe she can do that now. But tanks are about to get a buff soon. Plus armors typically always kind of get a buff throughout the year. So I don't know. Not that it's not a bad choice in the moment. I feel like it's longevity, however, for just that kind of hero role doesn't. There's not a lot of preservation in it, but it's good in the now. Yes. What can you do? If I had to get rid of like half of the list right now, I'd get rid of the Azura. I'd probably get rid of the Erica. I would probably get rid of the Golvig, the Hilda, the Ivy, the Sharena, Mythic Volley. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh. 8. Get rid of the Alphons. 9. Get rid of the Ryoma. 10. Get rid of the Lin. I think top 10 wise, I'd go Alpha Thor, Balder, Byleth, Black Knight, Corrin, Eligard, Elise, Freya, Ike, and Volley. That's probably what I would do. Reasons being, fine now, there will be more distant dancers. Also, you know, distant dance, there's warping and stuff. It's not really that big a deal. It is cool, it is niche, but it's not that big a deal. Erica, the distant strike thing, you know, Erica Ring is the most beneficial, but most people probably have that. Gonna fall off, gonna fall off, gonna fall off, gonna fall off. Don't know why she's here. Is just better than. Not really necessary. Gotta make cuts somewhere. Got them for free. Simple as that. And when you have the fundamental basis be, gotta go rarity over everything. If you get it for free, that's an insta ban. Now, mind you, all but like probably 4 of these are really good choices, just in general. But if you have to narrow it down, you have to narrow it down, and so you got to make cuts somewhere. You know. I think what's ultimately going to happen here, you're probably going to have favoritism win out. So meta picks like Alpha Thor, maybe Ryoma, if you call him a meta pick. I think in general, Ike is probably going to be high on the list. Freya is probably going to be high on the list. Byleth and Edelgard will be high on the list. Baldur's going to be high on the list. Alphonse will probably be high on the list. Corrin might be high on the list. Black Knight will probably fall short. So if I had to pick a top 8 of what I thought was going to get voted in, because it's top 8, right? Top 8's going to be the voting gauntlet. That's like the part that matters. If you get into the top 8, you're guaranteed to be part of a banner, right? Not necessarily the freebie pickup, but there will be availability of it in some capacity at least. Maybe Azura makes it in, actually. Because there's a lot of Azure momentum. Azure mentum. Azure mentum. Momentura. We'll workshop it. It's fine. Top 8. I think you have to put Byleth and Edelgard in here. Like, they're just gonna get the votes. Genuinely. The only thing I'm glad is that they're emblems, at least. Because if it was just some throwaway, like, seasonal version, they would likely still be on this list. Because it's just like, you know, it's the Three Houses effect for the most part. But at least these are genuinely good pickups. So Edelgard voters have something like genuinely pretty good to vote for now. I think this 1 and 2 probably here. 3, 4, 5. 6. 7. 8. Maybe Volley. Maybe Lynn, actually. I don't know. I don't understand Lynn's actual popularity. Because I feel like all I ever hear is how sick of Lynn people are. But they keep giving more Lynn alts. And so I don't know if people actually want to support a Lynn option, or if they are so Lynn fatigued that they just, you know what I mean? I don't know. Lynn, I think number 8 comes down to either Lynn or Volley. So I'll say Alphonse, Azura, Baldur, Byleth, Edelgard. That's 5. Freya, Ike. Either Lynn or Volley would be my guess. Strictly thinking about how voting goes. But I might give the edge to Volley just because she is kind of omnipotent right now. And it's cringe and annoying, but it is what it is. But there may be like some dark horse surprises, like the Elise. The Elise could kind of sneak in there. The Corrin could sneak in. Black Knight could. Hilda could too, if there's enough push there. Ivy fans may just be trying to prove a point at this. I don't know. I don't know, man. But that's what I assume that the winning would take out. I think if meta heads are going to get together and vote, I think they probably go Volley over Alphador. But on here, like, obviously you have multiple Choose Your Legends winners from the past. And so I feel like those are probably going to take precedence. But yeah, that is it. Which, speaking of, let me vote. Now that we know the top pickups here, I think. Who would I pick out of this? I already picked Byleth and Balder. You know what? Let's go with Ike. Harmonized Heroes are low-key one of my more favorite options in general, so let me go Ike. The true GOAT of Fire Emblem, Ike. Yeah. That's my lineup so far. But there's a lot of good picks in here. If you're still on the fence about it, genuinely, just pick something in here. Just maybe not the Sharena. And maybe don't split the volley vote. And I probably wouldn't mess with Ivy, Hilda, or Ryoma at this point. Or Golvig, for that matter. Plus, Golvig's getting a remix soon anyway. So, what's the difference, right? I can pick up so. I may vote for Freya too at some point. I may throw one to Freya. Corrin, Black Knight, maybe. Freya, Corrin, Black Knight, and maybe Elise. I don't know. Trying to think of what would make my Summer Duels life a little bit easier. I am a little bit surprised not to see Heimdall on here. Because Heimdall is very much in that same kit of like Volley, Alpha Thor, like meta annoying stuff that people run into all the time. But I guess maybe they figure if you have your own, you can just steal your opponents. Attack cancel nonsense. So, yeah, maybe that's where it's at. But that's kind of the only surprising one that I was like, that's weird. I think if you swap the Sharena for a Heimdall, you have like a pretty meta intense list for the most part. But I don't know. Is what it is. All right. That's that. Shall we take a look at Choose Your Legends results? Now, I, of course, have a lot of skin in this game. Obviously, I have a lot at stake here. You can see my results right here. This is what I voted for. Fun. Lots of green hair, a Maiko, and 2 beastly bros. What else could you possibly want? I think we've seen. I guess we haven't really seen that, have we? So Fomortis and Ivy are in 3rd. Black Knight and Freya are in 4th. Diamant and Anna are in 5th. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th. Dude, Tharja being in 10th is like... It's more consistent than like the ball dropping on New Year's Eve, bro. Genuinely. That's crazy. Fimble coming in 8th is kind of interesting. Kurt in 7th is kind of interesting. Top 10 is like pretty much about what you would expect, honestly. I would anticipate that we would see probably, I was going to say Alencia in the top 20 overall, but there you go, 21st. That's not bad. Beating out Mia. And yet Mia gets on a fancy Pegasus Knight banner. I swear the banners this year, I've just been dodging them slightly. If I may take a slight tangent very quickly, we had literally a Flyer Knight banner, no Valencia. We had literally Firene Valentine's, no Chloe. Despite her 2 companions within their little trio. Crazy. Actually crazy. Okay. So do I dare? Is Nagi in the top? No. Is Thor? Thor is 159. Okay. Okay. Valencia got 21st. We got 159. Black Knight, we already know. From where we know, Nagi is nowhere to be found. Rhea. $65. Interesting. Okay. And then Maiko, who I assume is not in the top 200 either. Just kidding. 80th. I was a part of that. Without me, that would have said 411. All right, let's start down here and work our way up. Nagi's gonna be somewhere in the bleacher seats, I'm sure, so we'll find her eventually. Triandra at 200. Lou, why? Sorry, Shea. Oh, some of these names I'm not gonna know because they're from Shadows, which is occurring to me now. And then a Shadows player is gonna watch this video and be like, "Why does he hate Shadows so much? I hate it." Because that's what I imagine. Shadows players that leave comments like that sound like in my head. Just so you know. So don't be one of those people and leave a comment or chat like that. George. Okay. Zelkov, Boyd. Shanananananana. Thrasier, Har. Ooh, Har. Har cracking the top 200 is nice. I like that. Cliff. Eleanor. Surtur, Jacob, Vanitas, really? Bro, this is like one of the most nothing burger characters. Genuinely. Do we even, like, do we know anything about her? Like, literally, she was just like, ask her bad, and then showed up. From what I recall, at least. That's crazy. Okay. Grail, Lowen, Olwen, Reese, Neefel, still in top 2. Wow, Ratatasker. Did Ratatasker fall off from last year? Meg is beating Ratatasker. Think about that. Oh, they're the same. Never mind. They're all tied. Wow, there's a lot of ties in here. That's crazy. Oh, interesting. I'm just now noticing. Okay, so how I think this should go is if you have like a 4-way tie for 187, that this should not be 188. This should be like 191. Am I crazy for that? I feel like that's how rankings work. At least when you're ranking them by number. I think they mucked up. I think they done mucked up. Oh well. You know what? They're just inflating the numbers is all. There's just going to be like 80x the amount of actual characters listed compared to the total number of placements. And I think that is great for them. I think that's super for them. Okay. Ratatasker, Lucas, Ginny, Miklen. May? Cool. See, God, it's annoying because now I don't know how they actually placed. That's frustrating for me. Frustrated by that. I want them to fix this. Because there's a lot of ties in here. So really what you think is in the top 200 is not in the top 200. Because there's too many ties. This is like the top 400 practically. Wow, that's Heimdall? Dang, Heimdall got no motion. That's tragic. Saros is here. That's fun. We got Saros and Thor and Barry. Okay. One of those is not like the other. Nell. Okay. Gunthra. As popular as Ophelia. Altina, still kind of strong. See, I love Heroes when it does stuff like Altina. Because Altina, pre-Heroes, really didn't have any context. She was just like talked about in Myth, in Tellius, which no one played because nobody bought Radiant Dawn. And no one can currently play Path of Radiance. Except now, I guess technically you can if you have a Switch 2 and a Nintendo Online subscription. But they're just not doing that anymore, man. And it's a bummer. Like, there's so many cool options from like Genealogy or Binding Blade of like mythic archetypes within those worlds that could be given more light and context in Heroes if they just tried little. But they just don't, and it's sad. Chloe, that's exciting. I like that. That's a W. Not beating Plumeria, kind of an L. There's Rune, Nil, who these are basically the same person. And then Niles, Ileana, interesting. Okay, Sather. Nertha's Loot Elise. Citrine. This is quite the spread. That does me proud, man. It's not technically top 100. But for the sake of my own personal bias, I'm going to believe that it's top 100. I'm going to believe it's top 100, man. Can't change my mind. I'm not seeing any ties in here. Hell no. Goldmare, Rosado, Zelgius, Henry, Maiko, Sakura, Murr, Happy. Estelle. Don't know who that is. I haven't seen too many Shadows characters. But I feel like there's I want to say there's like a dozen, right? Oh, we're seeing some more now that we're getting closer to the top. I think honestly, Shadows voters probably suffer from like split votes, which isn't terribly uncommon when like a new game gets introduced into these things, unless you're three houses, and then you just dominate everything all the time, everywhere. But there were like when Engage came out that first year, I seem to recall there being like a fair amount of top 50 votes for Engage characters, but none of them like won one, if that makes sense. And then there's Kurt, yeah. So there were like what, half a dozen in the top 100 from Shadows? That's not bad. At the same time, I have a hard time believing that a game they literally shadow dropped is going to have a lot of like staying power. You know what I mean? Okay. Well, shall we find Nagi? The annual tradition? Oh, there's Stefan. Bro, Stefan has no juice anymore, man. He's got no juice now. 279-ish. Wow. Didn't even crack 50 votes total, bro. That's crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's rough. That is rough. Not even 50 Nagi voters, man. Oh, where's Naga? Did we get Naga? Oh, Curse Naga. Yeah, that makes sense. 270. So just... oh, actually, fair bit higher than Nagi. I was going to say right above Nagi, but there's a fair amount of spread between the two of them. Oh, dear. Well... no super cool dragons for us, evidently. Okay. I mean, I've seen pretty much everybody I'm intent on here. I think what is perhaps more interesting is seeing. Yeah. Okay. So here's what I think. I think we may have a slight chance of getting Toma and Kane as a GHP. Because I think they might see that it was like a Tsubasa blowout. And maybe since they're doing like licensing or what have you, that they need to get a Tsubasa corresponding into the game, maybe they go above and beyond and do a second TMS option. Because in terms of representation in like the top 50 at this point, like it kind of makes the most sense to do TMS because they've been voted there consistently for so long. And there are characters like Toma, like Maiko, like Barry, like Yashiro. Like there's a lot of TMS options that aren't in the game yet. Historically, that's been the purpose of the GHB position. Is to get a non-existing hero into the game and put them there. Something that was highly voted. What I think they will probably do instead is just put a Shadows character in. That would be my assumption. But you know, if I'm gonna play Copium on that, I would say that a Shadows banner makes more sense. And so perhaps it makes a bigger impact to not just make, like, for example, Kurt a GHB. And they do like a full-on New Heroes Shadows banner. Which I think, given the number that are in the top 100 here, they probably will do that now. I think maybe they were waiting to, like, gauge the interest with this. Because, like, they do legitimately use this for stuff, I think, still. I hope that they do, maybe, sometimes. So, my hopeful expectation of a GHB option is to get a TMS pickup. My realistic expectation of a GHB unit is that we're probably just going to see something from Shadows. And that would be my guess. Or they do the unexpected thing and, like, throw a random engage character in that we don't have yet. Because they got voted into, like, the top 200 or something. I don't know. I'm in such a weird place with heroes that, like, they haven't really... Like, putting Franz in the game was probably the most exciting, unexpected thing that I have seen in a while. That they've done with a banner. And even though he was just a 4-star unit, you know, it's whatever. But they really... I mean, you see it on special banners more frequently. You see a lot of repeat options more frequently. Not necessarily to the extent of, like, Lyn, per se, when you get, like, 5 in a year of Lyn. But, like, Saline, for example, getting another all less than a year out, you know. The constant Leer spam with Veil, like, is your duo, like, you know. Not complaining about that necessarily, but it is kind of, I don't know. I am bothered by the fact that they don't do more diverse stuff in terms of, like, characters that they add in. I guess it loops back around to where I'm at with, like, I think the way that they had introduced characters like Altina or even Bramimon to an extent. There's a fair amount of, like, mythical lore heavy characters from other titles that they could do more with in Heroes. It's kind of like that, just not to the same extent, where it's like, yeah, no, we could... Where's Kellum at? You know what I mean? Was he here the whole time? Is this a classic intelligence systems prank? I don't know. But just some kind of diversity with that would be nice to see. But again, it's... We'll see. 8 months. No, 6 months? 6 months to go. We'll find out in August, I guess, is the lesson learned here. But overall, nothing really that surprising. The new category options, they listed relatively about where I think I might expect them to have ended up in the top 100-ish, somewhere around here. Really don't know what the top is because they don't do spacers for ties. So, but we'll say top 100-ish was looking pretty good. Volig here at 101. Let's go. Beating out T from Tokyo Mirage Sessions. But yeah, overall, I'm not really too surprised by this. Palette 111, that's nice. You love to see that. Some Zane love. It's pretty good. I'm gonna chase and remember this feeling, because when Fortune's Weaves comes out, like, bro, you're gonna have to scroll past, like, the top 50 to even see something surprising, I think. at that rate. But very cool. I know the Choose Your Legends has come and gone. And that's all I have to say about that. My ballot did okay, right? Wednesday got top 20-ish. She got 21st, asterisk. Thor was like top 50. Rhea was around top 50. These guys were top 10. Maiko was top 100. Nagi did not do well. Nagi is literally like, and I say this with the utmost respect and appreciation for a mysterious character like Nagi. This is my throwaway vote literally every year. The numbers just keep dwindling, man. I don't know what to do. Nobody's voting for Nagi anymore, dog. I got a sick Halloween alt. I guess I should just take my hit there and be happy about it. All right, how did y'all do? Anything exciting? I feel like the Saros vote is splitting the Rhea pickups. Am I crazy for that? Yeah, she still wouldn't win. But like if we just consolidated on a single one. Oh, they tweeted out at 10:30. I guess they were spacing their notifications. Ugh. The trailer's out too? Jesus Christ, heroes. Fucking A, bro. Do y'all know the meaning of timely release? Oh my god, I want to reply so badly. Dude, I can't anymore. In case anybody was wondering, I don't really care. I was just thrown off by it. Why are you commenting? Respectfully. What are we doing here? I'm gonna just copy and paste this from now on. And then maybe they'll go find that video and be like, oh my god, he's not a hater. That's crazy. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Tempest Trial is Valentine's Takumi. Yeah, we knew that, didn't we? I thought we knew that already. Because we keep getting manuals of the same ones that they end up putting in the Tempest Trial stuff too. Which is like, you know, I don't know how it's uber premium if I'm not sure how it's uber premium if we get it for free anyway. Just saying. Alright. Now look. Respectfully. I am gonna stop caring about heroes as soon as the Wuthering Waves updates hit tomorrow. But I will try to care tonight for the sake of all of you, because I care about you wholeheartedly. Let me see. Y'all probably want to see this, right? Oop. There we go. All right. Oh. I will say, even though Takumi is butt, at least he is also devotion like themed. So it at least makes more sense. I guess New Year Ash also kind of fit because that was also New Year. But like the Nino being a desert unit and getting like somehow incorporated into the brand new theme of like Flyer Knights was like that felt so disjointed. I did not care for that one bit at all. Okay. We're going to watch this. I'm assuming crazy armor stuff. I'm probably not going to care unless they are dragon based. However, I assume that we're not actually getting any new dragon armor stuff because Vale is the lead on the duo. And for reasons, Vale is probably going to be a tome. So, let's see what I get to miss out on and ultimately get to pull my hair out because of whenever I try and play favor battles from here on out. Louis was the 4-star, right?
This is the traditional attire of the Kingdom of Firene.
I can't remember the whole banner. For some reason.
The truth is,
Okay, new magic light user. Lock in. Kanto. You get kind of a phantom buff. Sort of. For units within 3 spaces, neutralizes stat penalties. For allies within 3 rows. You get a 5-point buff for allies, a 15-point buff for self. And if the speed is greater, you get no follow-up. You get a 25 damage boost. Decreasing the speed, you also get potent. Okay, so you get a 25 boost in the potent. And then if you initiate combat, you can make a follow-up before foe's next attack. Interesting. Okay. Not exactly the traditional expected devotion kit necessarily, but wow, truly inspired. Good God. Speed res detect aerial. Mouthful. For foes on map whose res is less than units res, at start of combat, inflicts speed res -5, neutralizes foe's bonus to speed res, and foe suffers +10 damage during combat. So just the whole map. Okay. That's cool, I guess. So there's no positional requirement here. Like it's just okay. No thinking, just doing. Cool. Truly inspired. Start a player phase or enemy phase grants truly incited to unit for 1 turn, and also if any foes within 3 rows, 3 columns centered have on unit have row res less than units res +5. You pop ploy and exposure on them, and then you get +4 boost to attack and res in combat. Okay. Well, truly incited. Wow. This feels like pretty good. I don't know that it's worth currently. Speedy tome flyers, I think historically are some of the quickest to fall off just in general. But it is a res check. So there's that. For the whole map. And it's just if it's less than your res. So I could see like attuned Micaiah running this maybe. I don't know. I don't know who I would put it on outside of like the other stuff that I know it ultimately won't make a difference with, like Spring Chloe, for example. But hey, it's new stuff. Can't be mad about new stuff. Actually, can you even put it on flyers before I go talking nonsense? Usually it's like Cav Flyer locked, but yeah. Let me pop this over here. Not to get too spoilery with it, but speed res detect aerial is on flyers and calves, tomes only. I guess bows also. So I guess you could use it on stuff like New Year Plumeria, maybe. That could be good. Possibly. I don't know. That's gonna be cav locked. This is cav flyer locked. But we haven't seen that one yet. So pretend to be really surprised when you see it. I gave you spoilies. Oh, Hortensia's on the banner. That's the one I couldn't remember. That's his cute explosion. I want to make sure I actively narrate that for you all. That's a cute explosion.
I polished my beauty to be ready for the festival of love. Love is in the air.
Isn't she like 12? Hold up. Why is closed captioning on? Oh, she is an armor. Did we know that? Interesting. Okay. Super. Sweet staff. You get slaying, you get damage from other weapons, blah blah blah. You grant neutralize bonuses during combat, increase speed difference from make a follow up. Canto 1 to unit allies within 2 spaces. Get an Omni buff of 15. You deal plus 25. You reduce damage from foe's attack by 15. You reduce foe's special by an additional 15. You restore 7 HP after combat. And you get jump. Cool. Guardian Plus. Okay, this is not inheritable. Oh no, it's there. I didn't scroll far enough. Haha. That'll teach me. I was like, how is that not huh? Eh? So they're doing stuff for healers here. Between the Lava Shell buff and now this, and then Distant Dance Azura, like that's seem to be putting some effort in supports, and that's confusing for me. Oh, what? Okay, hold up. What is this? Treated like a rally, restores 50% of units. Restores HP equal to 50% of units attack. Grants speed defense res +6, infringe bonus to unit and target ally for 1 turn. And also, when there is no ally on the map with physical twin save, including unit and target ally, grants physical twin save to target ally for 1 turn. So is this their sneaky way of enabling you to effectively have like dual saves? Because could you not have like a magic twin save and then that wouldn't count? So you would effectively have a unit on the team that has P twin save versus M twin save, and then you have your bases covered, and so you can't not be saved by anything ever. Because currently there's ways to get around that, I think. Hmm. Questions. I have questions. And it's inheritable. Okay. Deluge Charm. Special doesn't go down when special triggers boost damage by 70% of greater units or foes attack. Reduce damage from first attack by 40%. Start player phase or enemy phase, you get speed liberate and res liberate to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. Hmm. She can only have 1 save skill. Yes. I understand that. I'm not talking about her. Talking about another unit that has magic twin save on your team. Because you can take multiple armors into summoner duels, for example, but only one of them can have a save skill on the C slot. See what I mean? And if this is effectively going to give physical twin save to something, no, it wouldn't work. Show your work. Show your refute work. Because it doesn't read to me like it wouldn't work. You're giving physical twin save to the target ally. Oh, it even enables multiple statuses that enable savior. So you could also give this twin save effect to another savior unit. I didn't even read that. Nah, me not reading. Imagine. The line about multiple status effects to trigger, savior will not trigger. Oh, is that what it says? I thought it said it would still would. Triggers only if unit is not equipped with a skill that can trigger another save effect. If the unit is, yeah. So what I'm saying is, if they give physical twin save to Ike, to harmonized Ike, who doesn't have save, he's in infantry, he doesn't have whatever save. Harmonized Ike now has physical twin save. Can you not also have Emblem Corrin on the team who has some kind of magic save? Then yeah, that would work. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You guys doubt me. I'm a secret genius. I'm a secret diabolical mastermind who's going to slowly take down the meta-head elite cabal of summer duels one person at a time. And it'll be me. And then I'll take the mask off and they'll be like, oh my God, I never saw that coming. And I was like, I know. And then that's it. That's my whole plot. Oh, huge personality. Boy, ain't that the truth. Gross. Pair up and torrential boost. Those are nice. Pair up is always good. Huge personality disables foes' effects that calculate damage using the lower of foes' defense or res. If magic staff or dragon foe initiates combat against an ally with 2 spaces of unit, triggers savior. So what's magic save? It's a personalized magic save. Reduces damage from foes attacked by 7. Neutralize effects that inflict special cooldown count minus. Next attack deals unit or allies attack deals 40% of foes' first attack. Okay. And then you neutralize bonuses, neutralize effects that guarantee follow-ups. Okay. I mean, I still don't know that magic save is really all that handy. Despite me going on a wicked tangent explaining how you can now have both on the team in some capacity. But I mean, maybe, I guess. Like, this isn't going to do anything against a Flyer Knight Hilda. You know what I mean? Or like a Beast Lyn, or, whatever. Anyway.
Have some love.
Oh, dude, I thought she was attacking a Diamant. And I was going to be like, bro, that's crazy. Why are you doing that?
I can read you. Thanks a lot.
Case in point of why you probably shouldn't vote for Ninja Goldegg in Hero Rises. As the number 1 Goldegg guy, confidently tell you that's not a good choice. I bet they regret putting this part in the trailer right now, not having to been able to foresee what the Hero Rises interim results would look like. Funny. We got smacked around by fruit.
A waste of my time. For Brutia.
That was beautiful. Louis! Lewis?
The sight of everyone giving a gift to their beloved. I find it quite uplifting.
What a lord. Wow. Okay. I will again state I feel like 4-star demotes on special banners should have just been Tempest Trial units and then just make them 3 character banners, 2 5-stars, and a duo. Call it a day. I feel like that would be better than whatever it is that they are doing right now and just giving us free slop in the form of random Ninos and Takumis. But it is what it is. Bow of Love Plus. You get attack defense plus 6. You neutralize foes' bonuses during combat. And special cooldown charge plus 1. To unit and allies within 2 spaces. You also get Omni buff 5. You deal plus 20. And you reduce damage by 10. From all foes' attacks. Important call out. Not just the first one. It's just across the board. Good for Louis. Ignis, Slick Fighter, and Farsave. DR variety. Well,
I shall be a wall.
yeah, you messed that blue mage up, Louis. Get him.
Sister?
Okay, this has got to be Tome Armor, right? Oh, dude, it's cooked. Oh, bro, it's cooked, man. Dude, they made the Gremlin the best armor on the banner. Oh, no. Bro, it's over. Okay, as someone who is a Harmonized Lind apologist thinking that Tome Calves are gonna be something good again, they're just not. They're just not, man. I think the last time we had a really good Cav Tome was like Ninja Corin. Ah. I genuinely thought they were gonna make her a armor tome. I genuinely thought that. I did not think they would go Cav. That's kind of crazy.
Of course I will, Vale.
That's kind of crazy.
It's time. I love you.
Okay, chill, girl. Damn. Draconic Bond. You get Slaying. You get like the Phantom Res effect. You get attack res plus 6, Fell Spirit, and special cooldown charge plus 1 per attack during combat. To yourself and allies within 2 spaces for 1 turn. You get an Omni buff of 15 to unit. You deal 25 plus damage. You reduce damage from foes' attacks across the board by 15. And you neutralize effects that inflict special cooldown charge minus X. If unit or foe is engaged, or if unit's res is greater than foe's res, unit attacks twice during combat. Well, that's interesting. What is it I just said about the last time we had a really good tome cav? It was Duo Ninja Corn. Hmm. Okay. You got Ice Wall, and you have attack res Aria. Ah, there's the other detect aerial skill. So we had speed res before. We've already looked at it. This is going to be the same thing, but in AR variety. And then you have Fell Refuge, where you get Kanto. You disable adaptive damage on foes' skills. And for unit and allies within 3 rows or columns centered on unit, you get an Omni buff of 5. You deal +7 damage. You reduce damage from foes' attacks by 7. And also, if this unit res is greater than foes' res +5, which you automatically get a 5-point boost because of the comparison. So your res just has to be greater than or equal to the foe's res. And if foe's attack can trigger foe's special, you get a cooldown count +1 on foe before foe's first attack. So it's kind of like getting the dragon effect of the name that I can't think of right now off the top of my head. So that's kind of cool. That's nice. And then you reduce foes' attacks by 40%. And then you get a special cooldown count -1 before first attack. And you get piercing. Okay. Interesting. I mean, the C skill seems pretty good. I really wish that it was a different movement type. But I don't know. I think the biggest draw of this entire banner is honestly the detect aerial skills. And then Hortensia, I guess. Balui seems kind of DOA. Tome Cavs are kind of DOA. Tome Flyers are kind of DOA. So really the aerial skill isn't like super helpful for them either. I don't know. I have very mixed feelings. But Chloe is not on it, so it doesn't matter. I see what they were kind of like going for. I don't know that I'm fully on board.
Our love burns bright.
Divinely inspiring reflex. And you get a guaranteed follow-up to unit allies within 3 spaces for 1 turn. That's pretty good. I ain't gonna argue with that.
Sister, I'm here. It's time. I love
Bro, Gatekeeper. How long was Gatekeeper good? It should have been longer.
you. My gift to you.
The Scowl, bro.
Thinking of you.
Scowl in general is just really good, which is the thing I couldn't think of before. But we get there. Well, I think this is a pretty easy pass for most people. Normally, I would argue that Devotion Banner is one of those every year that you could probably skip. Or rather, it's one of the banners you shouldn't skip, alongside like Ninja and Brave. But Devotion banners have seemingly fallen on hard times because this just is not, it's not given a whole lot. And I don't know if it's just because there's not really any. I mean, there's Hortensia. Hortensia is an armor. And she is able to like give you a pseudo save thing. But it doesn't feel like much of a devotion banner because it's not as armor heavy. I mean, cab skills are a little dicey unless you're a Crom. So I don't know. This feels like you should just wait, honestly, and they will likely be on the double special much sooner anyway. Especially Veil, for what it's worth. So I don't know. Should you wait for the other anniversary banners, or even just start waiting until like March for A Hero Rises? I mean, there's like Golden Week stuff too that's in the next like month and a half, 2 months. I would argue those things are probably more valuable than what this currently is. But I could be wrong. I don't think that I am, but I could be wrong. So I will probably just not bother with this since I got the recent upgrade in Healer La Rochelle and all that inheritable nonsense. So I think I'm chilling. I think I'm chilling. Plus, as someone who's been burned by this very frequently in the past, I would assume that they're probably going to start slapping things like Detect Aerial and the new healer stuff with Guardian Plus and Deluge Charm. That stuff's probably going to be on an upcoming banner in some capacity in the next couple cycles anyway. So, because I could see them doing like a spring healer that has a similar kit with the new healer stuff. And flyers and calves have also kind of historically been pretty spring banner heavy too. So you might see more detect skills on that one. I don't know. I always think back to Ice Wall and how I thought I had to have Ice Wall immediately, and then I got Ice Wall despite my better thinking, and then it showed up on literally like the next 6 banners in a row. So, you live and learn, you get burned, and then you probably make the same mistakes again. But that's where I'm at. I think I'm a firm hold. If it's really that goaded and it's still not back in some form by the time they bring out the double special and they're on it, I'll probably roll for it then. So that's what I'm doing. And that's probably what you should do too. if you want. I'm not your dad. Team Azura is winning for what? What time is it? Oh my god, it's 20 to midnight. Gamers, it's late. I saw a comment about Bride Thor. I don't know if I want that heat. I'm sidestepping like every banner this year, dog. Except the Heimdall one. That one that kind of sucked a little bit. But it is what it is. The update. Is there anything interesting in the update that I care about or nah? I don't remember who's getting refines. Ugh. And that notice has been buried. Oop. Oh, Nerthas and Volk. Oh, Volk's on this one. I don't have my tablet on me. A plus 10 Ilia Minerva? Sounds expensive. Is it expensive? How do I update things? My apps. Show me my apps. Oh, I hit update all. Well. Well. If there was an update, your boy is downloading it. I don't think I see one though. Oh well. Ugh. Oh, the voting gauntlet. I think that's all the news that I care to cover. Ugh. Should I start uploading this to my other channel, y'all? There's so much. I'm tempted. I'm tempted to. Ooh. Season check. Oh, it's that weird like fantasy hologram world thing. Dualency and Heimdall. They got excited about a 3-star Jagen? Bro, that's wild. I wish I could live life like that. I don't know how many orbs I spent in total. That's dangerous. Oh, May's got the updated art tonight? That's actually kind of hype. I was gonna rebuild her out of solidarity. I haven't done it yet. Also, my Valentia teams kind of suck when it comes down to the limited battles. Like I'm in dire straits. Attuned Alm can only do so much now. His back is broken from carrying too much. Oh. Do I have any Xenoblade heads in here? Any Xenoblade heads in here? Can I share something with you all that I think is very exciting? Okay. I need Caitlin Thorburn. So the thing in question here is that she updated her profile to say that she had the role of Cosmos in 2026. And so I'm like, is Xenoblade 2 Definitive Edition actually happening for Switch 2? Because, like, they were talking about that, kinda. And having a Switch 2 Xenoblade 2 Edition. Because let's be real, it didn't really look that great on Switch when it came out in the first place. Something has been speculated to be cooking for Xenoblade. Nobody really knows exactly what it was. I think they assumed that it was like a 2 enhanced version or something for Switch 2. Obviously 3 came out not that long ago, right? And had DLC like a year after that. So it's like, you know. But it's a little bit suspicious. Why am I updating so many apps? That's crazy. It's gonna take forever. Sag. Oh, for iOS. I'm not on iOS anymore. I'm no longer part of the Apple conglomerate. It's got to be on Android now. Bro, this person keeps responding to me. I don't think they know where I'm coming from anymore, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. They can just choose. Show the response? Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We're done. They at least watched the Shadows video? Nah, they didn't. I don't think people in mass are in a place of social media literacy where if YouTube had a grok, I'm fairly confident they would just be asking YouTube grok, does this guy actually hate Fire Emblem Shadows? You know what I mean? I feel like they're probably just like, eh. They hear like 10 seconds of context, they immediately form an opinion, and then they feel a certain way forever. And they wait for someone to provide them with information. Otherwise, they're not going to go looking for it. But that's fine. Maybe I made a new friend. Who knows? Maybe they're my new friend. That'd be cool. I think that'd be neat. They will probably never come back to the channel. But that's fine because I'm starting a new Fate channel anyway, so it's all chill. It's all good. Everything works out. Maze art looks good, but she's too tall. There's nothing wrong with a tall lady. Where would we be without Lady Dimitrescu of Resident Evil fame? I'm using 400 gigs on my phone? Bro, there's no way I got that much stuff downloaded. Oh, wow. I have a lot of games downloaded. My phone is half a terabyte. So I just kind of indiscriminately download games that I want to try and stuff because I foolishly always believe that I'm going to do like a comparison video or something, and I just never do. I never do. But seemingly some of this I should get rid of because I'm literally running out of space. Everything's up to date, so I don't really know how to proceed here. There were some benefits to working off of an iPad. I recognize that. However, where even is it? Trying to see if maybe if I search the app, it'll just. Oh, yeah, I see the update now. Cool. All right, hold on. I'm gonna grab my tablet. I'll start the. It wasn't. Where did? Oh, Joey Wheeler just got digitized. That was crazy. That was crazy what just happened to that man. The update showed up when I searched the app. So if you guys are on Android, pro tip, maybe search it. Because when I went to my apps and stuff, it like didn't show that an update was available, which is a pretty big L. Play. Not now. Okay. What am I doing? Okay, I don't want to do this. Go away. No, not TFT. TFT. Not the time for TFT. Dude, do y'all remember when we used to like get achievements for this in the App Store? I miss those days, man. Bring that back. We need more of that in 2026. I miss it. Come back to me. Ba-da-da-ba-ba-ba. Guys, they're coming out with a Cyrene figure from Honkai's Star Rail. Isn't that exciting? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. No one cares. And that's all right. All right, my May is here, right? Oh god, it is so different. Yeah, she has weirdly long legs. I see, like, when she's not in like a pose of some kind, if she's just standing there, I get the vibe that it's like it feels slightly disproportionate, but it's not bad. I vibe. Where's Volk? Is he in here? He is. Hell yeah. Who's the artist? We don't know. It's uncredited. Sad. Who else was on this thing? Who was there a mythic I was pumped about? Just Nirthos. So not really. Nah. Volk. Volk are fine. Volkerfine good. Slaying. When unit is in combat, foes' savior effects will not trigger. We did it, gamers. We've defeated the terrorists. We've done it. It's already a huge dub. You get to disable saviors. It's already a huge win. Can he kill it? Probably not. No. Oh, foe can't counter it? Oh, damn. Okay, hold up. Foe suffers plus 10, and foe cannot counterattack during combat. Wait, Malice was in this update? No. For realsies? Hold on, I'm finding the picture again. I had it, but I foolishly scrolled away from it. Like a dummy. Violend, Muspel, Yuri Nertha's GHB Tome guy, I can't think of the name of. I want to say Kid Tana, and then Volk is the batch. Yeah, Malice had a refine already. Salem? Is that Salem? Is the redhead guy. But not that redhead guy, the other redhead guy from Genealogy. You know who I mean. Okay, that's a dub. We can actually do Volk nonsense. Hell yeah, bro. I don't have enough Volks to merge? Oh, that's so sad. Gamers? I guess we're rolling red for arenas from now on. It's crazy that I'm not even questioning fathering off null follow and times pulse pre-father. Because it's just not that important anymore. Isn't that crazy? Well, times pulse maybe. But null being outsourced to, like, other stuff now. We'll make him better than he was. Somehow. I don't really know what he wants. I'm gonna wait for a PM1 video. We'll probably just wait for a PM1 video. Seems like the best course of action. Now, the May has the Medusa, which I feel like is old already. Does she want... Whoa. Does she want the Soren kit? Probably. God, that's so sad, dog. 45 res. I wonder if she'd be better off with Magic Light. Like, unironically. Probably, huh? 45 res feels pretty slow. Rex Bolt? Yeah, that's the thing on Soren, right? Actually, let me... Ooh, I put a space in there. Verboten! I have a spare. Okay. Okay. Well, I literally haven't given it anything new. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, chill. Uh, I think there is a colorless tone. Why am I misspelling things all the time? Oh, okay. Well, literally just Sonya? Bruh. Although Comet could work too. We're gonna have to figure this out a different day. We're gonna have to figure it out a different day, man. How much do a Comet? Yeah, I think she's better off just like machine gunning magic lights. Respectfully, I think that's probably the best she's gonna be able to do. And it's not close. All right, gamers. I think I'm out of here. It's after midnight. It's late. I've been live for 4 hours. I may be live tomorrow. We'll see. I know we didn't do Minecraft this week. Jenna wasn't really feeling it, so we just didn't stream. Which, given how much streaming I did last week, I was pretty okay with it, honestly. But I'll definitely be back Thursday and Friday for sure. And more than likely I'll be live tomorrow, but there's a chance that I won't be. Just to set expectations. Or not set expectations. However you'd like to interpret that. Alright, I'm out of here. I appreciate y'all for being here. Do something nice for you tomorrow, because you've earned it. Okay? I'm out of here. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. See you later. Bye-bye. Bye. See you later. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Bye. Maybe tomorrow. Definitely Thursday. Bye.